Welcome back to Wealthy Show number 11. I'm very excited for today's show, like I'm excited for every show, honestly. Today we're going to talk about the best budget probiotics under $20. I went and searched the internet for the cheapest and highest quality probiotics so you no longer have to choose between your health and your bank account. We're also going to discuss your body's relationship with oxygen and how breathing during exercise correctly can improve your performance. We're going to touch on Matcha Tea. What are the benefits, the pros, the cons? Is it better than coffee? Who knows? Why am I always trying to debate with coffee? Like, I don't absolutely love coffee. And we're also going to talk about one of my new favorite ways to take care of the lower legs. That's the feet, ankles, calves, and Achilles region. Been doing a lot of running, so I've been paying close attention on how to, take care of that properly. So we're going to get into all that. Very exciting show, like I said. But first, our monthly goal. Our monthly goal is to work out 30 minutes every day. I killed it again. I've been thinking about it like almost a cheat because of how much, I enjoy working out a lot. And for someone that maybe doesn't like to work out as much, it's much more of a challenge for you. Whereas for me, like I said, it's just easy. So I hope that the community challenge, or you're getting good value from them, and you're finding them, at least fun to get into. So I do have some fun stuff coming for you revolving around this challenge. So as easy as the challenge might be for me, the difficult part is figuring out how to incorporate that into the new video that I'm working on. So that'll be fun. I also wanted to I got my second Entyvio infusion last Friday, and I posted it went really well. UCSF is amazing. As always, the nurses were kind and everything, and it was easy. It wasn't bad, but I did post this picture of me with my IV infusion, and I got a lot of love. I got a lot of support. I got a lot of people checking up on me just to figure, understand what was happening. And of course, I love you. Thank you for that. What I will say is that you did not watch any of my other shows because we've been talking about it for like 3 or 4 weeks now. We went in depth a little bit about the infusions and why it needs to be infusion. And so if you hit me, I just know that you didn't watch my show. I'm joking like a little bit here because obviously, like, if you hit me enough to care, that means you care about me. So I appreciate you. Just thought it would be a little fun to mess with you and also go watch the other shows. Oh yeah, I'm working on building out my YouTube studio, so that's super fun, like super exciting to come up with ideas. And honestly, I am leaving it to my girlfriend. She's a much better just designer and everything than I am. I'm limited in that region, but I figured it would be maybe good to give you a break from me sitting in front of this green screen behind me and going through that whole journey. But I feel like it'll give you a bit better understanding about who I am if I can provide some background material and fun stuff like that. It's just it's fun to keep going and find new and challenging ways to make what you're doing and the amount of work that you're putting in worth the effort. And one of those ways that I wanted to touch on is one of the ways that keeps me motivated, keeps me going, is all of you. So I want to thank all. Give me 1 second here so I can get this correct. I want to thank all 478 of you who have subscribed, everyone who's left a comment. Dave Border, shout out. Chelsea Wheeler, shout out. All the other commenters and likers, like not just the subscribers, anyone watching this, thank you for being here. Again, it helps keep me motivated, it helps keep me going. When you're tackling huge challenges, such as trying to get 1,000 followers on YouTube or lose weight or improve your gut health, it takes time, it takes dedication. As Gary Vee likes to say, you go fast in the micro, and take your time and slow down in the macro. So fast on the attack, but take time to let it come to fruition. And I learned this lesson from a high school coach. One of my best mentors to this day. He came to me, he's like, hey Chase, what do you want to achieve? What's your goal? And it's like, as a freshman, what are you? 13, 14, 12, I don't know. I'm like, I want to win state, probably 13. I want to win state every year. So freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. And I said this, not understanding the difference in development of physical as well as mental state of the guys that I was competing against who were 18 years old. And so he had to be like, okay, I get you. I hear you. We're going to get there, but maybe we take some time to figure this out. We take some time to develop. You have to learn, you have to mature, you have to become a leader, all these things. And although I made it to state every year, freshman, junior, sophomore, senior, it took that much time for me to win. So there's a great lesson that I always go back to, because again, like, this is going to be a long journey. I'm here for the long haul for you guys, as long as, I'm here for the long haul. And so it's just a good reminder, especially for those of us trying to achieve, whether it's get out of financial debt. There's a lot of goals that we have, and some of them larger than others. Some of them can be done quicker than others, but allowing ourselves that time to get them done is the important thing. Speaking of goals and attacking big things, I'm weigh the most I've ever weighed, right? I'm now I'm less, but I'm 200 plus pounds. And a part of my goal, the monthly goals, is to jog a 5K every day. And that 200 pounds is not easy to carry around in terms of running, because running is a lot of force, a lot of pressure. And, I'm usually on the skinnier side, so I don't mind the extra weight, but I do mind if it messes with my workout. So because I'm trying to run, because I'm trying to be conscious about obviously health, I don't think I need to be 200 pounds. I want to be less than. So one of the things that I've been trying is intermittent fasting. So I've been doing it for 2 weeks, maybe. When previously I had done it before as well, more for the gut health reasons than for losing weight, right? It's great for longevity. It's great for giving your gut a break to rest and digest without always having to digest food. And then by default, your stomach shrinks a little bit. You're going to consume less calories. I don't know about you guys, but like, when you limit yourself to 8 hours, you eat less than if you don't. So I've been doing well with that and losing the right amount of weight. My runs have been getting better, and my window is 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. I eat, 9 p.m. to 1 p.m. I fast. And actually it's been more like 8 p.m. Again, it goes back to kind of what we were just discussing in terms of you build momentum as you go. So yeah, it was challenging for days 2, 3 of fasting. And then eventually it became, I can actually stop eating at 8. Let me go ahead and grab a salad instead of a sandwich at lunch, because my weight loss is going well. So it's going amazing. One thing I wanted to touch on is, no matter what kind of diet you have, whether you want to eat all day or not, that's completely up to you. Whether you want to eat one meal or not, that's completely up to you. You're not going to lose weight unless you consume less calories than you burn. You're not going to, gain weight unless you eat more calories than you burn. So there's just no way around that. So whatever style you like is the right style. Whatever style you can remain consistent in and reach your goals. If you want to gain weight, then you have to find a style that you can remain consistent in to gain weight. Vice versa, you want to lose weight. So that's all I'll say about that. Yeah, being 200 pounds is maybe not the best on our ankles and joints and everything. And I've been running and trying the 5K every day challenge, which is, again, I can't say it enough. Great. I'll release more on that later when the time comes. One of the things that I've been struggling with is my Achilles. And this is something that I struggled with as when I was sprinting and jumping, and it's a challenge that has presented itself to me again. It's an opportunity that has presented itself to me again. And so I started off when I was running, I had shin splints because I had old shoes. So what I'm about to say is not a knock on trying new shoes. If you haven't gotten new shoes in 6 months and you're trying to compete, or you're trying to do physical exercise and you're noticing little things are maybe sore, tender, new shoes is one of my top things as far as protecting your joints, protecting your body for longevity reasons, for longevity of training and fitness. So this is not a knock on new shoes, but I had shin splints in the beginning. I got new shoes and it turned out well. Like, the shin splints went away right away. But what happened is I developed Achilles, like, not pain, but an annoyance in my Achilles on the right side. And again, I told you I'm very conscious about Achilles things because I've seen my dad tear his Achilles. I know my cousin tore his Achilles. We're not all Kobe Bryant, right? We're not all going to tear our Achilles, finish by making the free throw, walk off the court, and be back 6 months later. We just don't have the time, schedule, or drive to do that. So I'm very cautious. I know Achilles is a long-term thing. So beginning my runs, my Achilles was tender on the right side, took care of it, and then it shifted to the left side. Again, in my new shoes that I got, I go to a specialty. That's another piece of advice that I should give is you should go to like a specialty store where they watch you walk, or they at least listen to your problems, right? And so I have shin splints and my feet pronate or whatever. They'll be able to tell you, hey, you should try this pair. You should go to one of those stores. So I went to that store. They already have my profile. They recommend shoes. And they usually size you at least half a size to a full size up. This one, I want a full size up in a different brand than I got before. The before brand was perfect, just that they were old. So I got new ones, but this was a different brand, a brand that I enjoy. So I'm not, I wasn't worried about it initially. So the Achilles pain shifted to my left side of my Achilles. And now I'm wondering, okay, is it because of the weight gain? Is it because I'm running on concrete, which is a thing? Is it because of the new shoes and the size difference, right? Maybe I got the wrong size. And I say all that to say, I think that I just got the wrong size and maybe the wrong type of shoe. I need to go back to my old pair, same size. So that's the mission that I'm on, but that's my next move as far as protecting my Achilles. But one of the things that I also did on top of foam rolling, stretching, stem unit, is I found my balance board. So if you don't know what my balance board is, I'll go ahead and show you now. And my balance board was sitting in my room, sitting in my shooting room. And I was like, oh, I kind of forgot about this, but not really. Let me go ahead and it started out as just a calf stretch. It's great for stretching your calves. So I started out by stretching my calves, and then I started like rolling around on it, and my ankles were just popping like crazy. It was an amazing experience is what I'm saying. And I'll go into showing you how to use it in a second, but we're going to go over kind of, what does a balance board exactly do? A balance board is a training equipment that is used to improve balance, stability, and core strength. It is typically flat board mounted on a ball with a cylinder, which allows you to move and tilt in different directions. Improving balance by standing on the board and trying to maintain balance. The muscles in the legs, feet, and core are activated, which help improve balance and stability. A balance board can also be used to improve core strength. As the board moves and tilts, the core muscles are engaged to maintain balance. On top of that, it's going to improve your coordination as you stand on the balance board to improve overall body control. And sometimes you're going to see them being used in rehab facilities. This may be the first time that I was introduced to them in my training room or rehab place. It can be used to prevent physical injuries or come back from physical injuries and surgeries. It's also, again, like I said, sports specific. So sports that require balance. I don't know many sports that don't require balance, but sports that require balance is going to be good for training in that. It's also going to be used for strength training, right? You can do squats on it. You can do, if you're good enough, single leg squats on it, some toe raises. But again, that's not where our focus is for this video. Maybe in the next video, we're focused more on just how I used it to improve my Achilles pain, improve my ankle stability, calf strength, foot strength, and foot coordination balance. So yeah, I used it to go in circles all around. I use it to tilt side to side. I use it to tilt front to back. And all these movements are going to help improve the ankle joint, the ankle region. We know joints respond really well to circular motion. So this board allows you to work in all those motions effectively. So you can stretch your feet, you can stretch your toes, you can rotate your ankle. I like to consider it like greasing the wheels, put a little WD-40 in the bad boys. You get a lot of value from this simple tool that is not expensive at all. It's like $25 or something on Amazon. I don't it's a tool that maybe is overlooked. I overlooked it, and as soon as I grabbed it, I was like, why do I continue to overlook this? So I'm using it well. And if you enjoyed this segment of the video, if you enjoyed this video, then you'll probably enjoy my other video on a recovery tool, the Normatec compression boots. Compression sleeves are going to help increase blood flow from, in certain regions that need it. It's going to help your heart produce better blood, help you get more effective cleaning of the blood and nutrients into certain systems. So I'm kind of just shooting from the hip here. The video is much more scientific and accurate on the facts. But if you enjoyed this video, you're gonna love that video, and so I'll see you there. Wifey texts me, she says, did I leave my AirPod case on the kitchen table? I can go check for you after I'm done filming, and then I can bring it to you, which I'm sure that's going to be the next question because I have training, so I'm leaving the house anyway. You no longer have to choose between having money or taking care of your gut health. Here are the best probiotics under $20. If you're anything like me, this is probably your 100th video looking at what probiotics you should try, what products you should take. You've probably added some to your cart, but because they cost, like $50, $60, you get them into your cart and you like reconsider everything that you ever thought about them. Like where else can you use that money? Are the probiotics actually worth it? What's going to happen? You may even get further than that and like go through to the next page of the checkout, but when it says confirm or complete purchase, you back out. And that's what I do all the time. So let me help you with this struggle right now. All the probiotics that I'm about to list are going to be under the $20, and they're going to pass our quality control test. What goes into this quality control test is really pretty simple. There's like two main factors that I look for when I look for quality probiotics, and that's going to be the amount of probiotics that are in there. You're gonna want above 1 billion. You're gonna try to shoot for like at least 5 billion, right? But 1 billion is the bare minimum. 1 billion CFU, that's colony forming units. That means how many bacteria can essentially grow and populate your gut. And the second thing that you're gonna wanna look for is you want one of the 3 main probiotic strains. I might be confusing with all these numbers, but you want one of the 3 main probiotic strains. It's going to be Lactobacillus, Bifidobacterium, and Saccharomyces. I always have trouble with them. Saccharomyces. If your favorite probiotic is not on the list, don't worry. If it's working well for you, don't just throw them away. Continue to use them. The only reason they're not on this list is because they probably don't pass our quality control test. They probably don't have 1 billion plus CFU. They probably don't have one of the 3 top strains. So a study by the World Health Organization found that probiotics can reduce diarrhea by up to 42%, and a different study by the Journal of Clinical Gastroenterology found taking probiotics reduces the risk of developing IBD, inflammatory bowel disease, by 30%. I know my personal journey, finding a quality probiotics is what took me from good gut health to great gut health, but I know many of you may not have ulcerative colitis, or you may have a different form of something that you're looking for. So like, it's good for me that I found the probiotic for me, but like, what is going to help you? There are some other signs that you need probiotics in addition to IBD, IBS, or unhealthy stool habits. People that lack mental clarity, people that have recently used antibiotics. You want to repopulate your gut with some good bacteria. If you have very high sugar or carbohydrate cravings, it's probably a good sign that your microbiome is out of whack a little bit. You probably want to adjust that with food probiotics first, but if you're looking for supplements, this is going to work for you as well. And people that have developed skin problems, eczema, psoriasis, rashes, the microbiome is on our skin as well as in our gut. It's kind of this complete full system, so it's going to help you all as well. More people are suffering from GI-related issues now more than ever. Global probiotics market is expected to reach 64 billion by 2023. So it's no wonder why a lot of people are searching for probiotics. It's probably no wonder why you found this video and are looking to improve your gut health. You're not alone. We have our best probiotics under $20 coming up right now. All of these are going to be available on Amazon. I'll provide links to all these. I'll provide Amazon links to all these. You can check out their rating. You can check out, you can go order it, purchase it. It'll be in the description below. First on the list is going to be Floragen Digestive Probiotic. This was on my other article about probiotics, and for a good reason. So Floragen is going to come in at $18.69 on Amazon. Floragen is attractive because of 3 probiotic blend and the fact that it needs to be refrigerated. Not to mention they have special formulas for women and children. I'm a fan of probiotics that need to be refrigerated because of what I know about bacteria and the longevity and the potency and I'm searching for the word viability. The viability of bacteria, meaning how well can they survive the journey to the gut? How much of a chance do they have when they're in the gut to repopulate? So right, like bacteria, if they had a superpower, it would be to like split and multiply really fast and rapidly. And that's what viability indicates, like how well or how easy can they replicate. I'm not saying that probiotics not in the refrigerator cannot replicate and do that. Just when I had my job in the lab, right, we refrigerated every every bacteria that we worked with. So it just makes sense to me that any of the brands that require refrigeration that come in like a little ice pack with an indicator on whether they're too hot or not, that those are going to be the better probiotics. And that's why this is number one on the list. And the beautiful thing is that sure, it requires refrigeration, but a lot of these can last for 2 weeks plus outside of the fridge and still remain potent, still remain viable. So that's why this one's number one. And then again, the second thing that I enjoy about Floragen is that they have special formulas for again, women, children, kids. Oh, and they have one for, I believe this one in here is for either antibiotics. So if you take an antibiotics, you want to take this special one. Oh, eczema one, like anyone that has specialized, it could be marketing. I actually should have looked into that maybe before I'm over here talking about it, but I would assume that they have certain type of bacteria in there that help with whether that's eczema or whether that's pH health for women, kids. Maybe kids need different, they need different bacterial strains than adults, right? So that's why, again, I'm a fan of Floragen. It's $18, like go try it. So they have the unique 3-strand blend of Lactobacillus, acidophilus, Lactobacillus, and Bifidobacterium. So 2 Lactobacillus and a Bifidobacterium. They have 2 of the 3 most recommended strains. Has the ability to improve intestinal health, regulate digestive and vaginal environments, ease GI infections, diarrhea, stimulate immune response, prevent certain allergies. So that's why I love them. I love this brand a lot, although I use a different one. So it has, again, 3 unique strains in it, and it comes with 15 billion live capsules. So it goes above our 1 billion recommended CFU. So a con might be that you need to refrigerate it, but again, I already explained, you can leave it out of the fridge for 2 weeks if you're a traveler, if you, don't have the fridge space. Look at the size of this thing. That doesn't make any sense. But if I had to give Floragen an emoji, I might give it the smiling face with the star eyes. Second on the list, now that we've already done Floragen, I'm going to just go through the list and go based off of Amazon ratings. So the most reviewed probiotics with the highest rating. So that's the way that this order is going. So the second is going to be Physician's Choice Probiotic with 60 billion CFU. We're on their website here. You can see the 60 billion CFU, 10 proven strains, supports overall gut health. It says $25.95 right here, which is not under $20. But if you go to Amazon, it is under $20. It is $19.77 for your purchase. So don't worry about it. I'm still keeping my word. It's got Physician's Choice has a 10 probiotic strain formulated with 10 unique strains of world-class probiotics to help colonize the gut with good bacteria and improve the digestive system. It's also got a unique organic prebiotic fiber blend, which contains organic chicory root, contains some acai Senegal, whatever that is. I don't really know. It also has some organic Jerusalem artichoke root and organic, I already said chicory root. Did I say that? I don't know. Okay, but also, you see they have 125,000 reviews on Amazon, which is excellent, and 4.5 out of 5 stars. So one thing that I do enjoy for any product reviews, especially these kind, is going to the 3-star one. So you click the 3-star, you kind of get the truth, right? You get the middle of not super bullish, not super bearish, not super loved it, not super hated it, but that seems to be right. So new allergic reaction. So maybe they got, you could read here, change in ingredients. So apparently there was a change in something. Oh, this year. I forgot I had it right here. They're okay. Again, that was from last year. Didn't worked well. So of course, if you go to the 5 stars, they're going to be 3% of people loved it. And then this 27% of people didn't like it. So that's number 2 on the list. Oops, sorry. I love that it has the 60 billion CFU. I love that it has 10 proven strains. So it's got a high CFU, a lot of strains. The cons is that there's a bit extra on the ingredient list that I'm not sure needs to be there. And that could be what these people are talking about as far as new allergic reaction. Like, why does there need to be rice flour? I don't know. I'm not obviously the creator, so Why does it need to be rice flour, gum arabic, sunflower oil? We know that seed oils are not good. Why is there sunflower oil in here? And now I'm rethinking, like, what number should this be? So that's what it is. I might give this one a thumbs up emoji, but maybe with also a face. So as we continue to move down this list, research suggests that probiotics can help improve mental health. From a study in the Journal of Clinical Psychology, finding that probiotics improve symptoms of depression and anxiety in patients with major depressive disorder. Okay, we're not doing bad here, baba. So the third on the list is going to be New Rhythm Probiotics for $16.99 on Amazon. New Rhythm Probiotics is going to give you powerful support for healthy digestion and balance your intestinal ecology. Probiotics, brand trusted and purchased by tens of thousands of people. Can you hear my puppy down there? You can see here on Amazon that there's 30,000 ratings, almost 31, and it's got 4.6 out of 5 stars, a little bit better, but similar metrics, right? 74% of people loved it. The other percent of people didn't like it so much. One of the unique things about New Rhythm Probiotics is that it contains a premium food-based prebiotic fiber designed to aid in the maintenance of probiotic activity in the intestine. We know that prebiotics feed probiotics in our gut. So moving down the list, we have the BioSchwartz Probiotic 40 billion CFU at $18.79 on Amazon. It's got 20,000 ratings and it has 4.5 out of 5 stars. You see all of these kind of similar, 74% people are happy with it. That's why I like to click on the 3 stars, just to get a little bit of the more full picture perhaps. We're going to navigate over to their website. Oh, look at that, little black hand, cool. Okay, so cool. It benefits, promotes digestive health, obviously immune support, helps relieve gas, bloating, and discomfort. One of the things, the reason this one made the list, not the only reason, but I enjoy their, they have a turmeric curcumin supplement that I enjoy by BioSchwartz. So I thought it was appropriate to also put their probiotic on here, even though I haven't tried it, but it's patent delayed release probiotic formula with 40 billion CFU. So it meets our minimum threshold of 1 billion. It's exclusive formula to protect against stomach acid delivery system. So it can survive that trip from the mouth through to the gut. Benefit is that it supports digestive health, immune support, stomach health, energy management, weight management, all this stuff that they claim on their website. And then it has, 40 billion CFU, and it has 4 different types of probiotic strains, of which you have your lactobacillus and bifidobacterium. So it may not have as many strains as the other brands that we've been over, but still, under $20, and it meets those 2 minimum criteria. If I had to give it an emoji, I might give it a smiley face with like the top teeth showing, but maybe not both teeth showing. You feel me? So moving on, we have our Garden of Life doctor formulated once daily 3-in-1 complete probiotics. The one I have here is, I don't know how I ordered the wrong one. This one is not under $20, but if you see on the screen, this one here, the probiotics with 30 billion pro post, is under $20. It's $16.79. It's got 100 much less ratings. I like this brand for other supplements that they have. Garden of Life, actually they were okay. They weren't like the greatest, but again, they're everywhere, so you shouldn't have a problem finding it. I do like that. It's got a ton of strains. It's got 30 billion CFU and 16 probiotic strains clinically studied. So I love that, right? It's got some lactobacillus, it's got some bifidobacterium, has some other strains that I hadn't heard of. So I like that part about them. Maybe they're not the most, they don't have the most ratings, but they have the 4.5 out of 5 stars with the same profile, 74%. You see here the prebiotics, or we already know what those are. They feed the probiotics, postbiotics, make up probiotics more powerful. You see here 50 milligrams of cycle postbiotics. It's a fermentation process that happens within the probiotics to help them function better, essentially. So it helps support bifidobacteria growth. Moving on, the next one that I have here is Align. Now, this one maybe also didn't actually make the list initially, but it's in like CVS, it's in like all these stores, and it's so well, I would say, marketed that I chose it to include in here. And of course, it's under the $20 threshold you see on Amazon here. It's got significantly less reviews, right? 1850. It's got 4.6 out of 5 stars, so similar. So So Align Probiotic is the #1 probiotic recommended by GI over 14 years. Now, this is a statement made by Align. So like, I don't know about that, but Align Gut Health supports immune health and contains Bifidobacterium lactis BB12, which naturally helps promote healthy immune function. And it's got 5 billion of these of this Bifidobacterium. So it's got one strain, and it has it reaches the threshold of it's pretty good in terms of strain number, but it also markets that it has a unique strain. And whenever I searched, there were other probiotics with this same strain. So I put it on there again because if you're in the store and you see it and you're really searching for something, it's not a bad option, but also it's middle of the road in my opinion. Better than nothing. If I was to give it an emoji, I'd give it a smiley face with no teeth showing. So comment below, let me know which one of those do you think you might get, which one of those maybe you tried and you're like, hey, those don't work. Just let me know because we're working together here. There's no way I could try all of them. So let me know what you think about it. If you like this, you're getting value from it, go ahead and like and subscribe. And if you enjoyed this video and you're looking to go maybe a little bit more in depth, or you want to understand more about choosing the right probiotic for you, then check out our video, Choosing the Best for You in Your Gut Health. There's a tons of great stuff in that video. For example, like how do we know if the probiotic we choose are working? Which I'm sure you have the question of, okay, if I decide to buy this $20 probiotic, what am I going to even see? How do I know that it's working? We're going to start with one good indicator to tell if your probiotic is working is going to be improved stool health. Maybe you had gas or bloating or diarrhea or constipation. Your probiotics should improve these symptoms. Hopefully you're going to have some clearer skin because the microbiome is found on the skin as well as in the gut. You're going to have improved energy, a clearness of mind, and you'll have less cravings for worse food and crave better foods because of probiotics. The good probiotics in your gut belly are going to tell you to hey, give us some more of that and maybe avoid this. And if you made it all the way to the end of this video, I highly suggest you check out our video, Choosing the Right Probiotic for You, for a more in-depth review. So I'll see you there. Does your endurance work feel like punishment? Are you tired of being tired? Do you feel like you're struggling to get your next breath in? Learn how to breathe the right way so you can improve your performance. The body's oxygen need increases during exercise, which is why we breathe harder and faster during physical activity. Learning to breathe correctly is not as hard as you think, but it does take practice and dedication. You may be saying, great, that's easy for you to say as an ex-track athlete. But honestly, sprints and jumps, the reason we train the way we do, the reason we enjoy what we do is because it's short bursts with a lot of rest in between. Improper breathing techniques were a huge reason why my cardio sucked. So much so that I have a good friend to this day who still makes fun of me because during one of our workouts called the 10-minute drill, I was dead. And I mean dead, like I was on a different planet seeing stars. But I kept going, I'll say that. But to this day when we meet up, he'll be like, you remember the 10-minute drill when you were just dead, gassed? I was like, oh yeah, I remember it. And that's because I had no control over my breath. So I've been researching a lot about how to breathe, and it's something that's been developing over many years. And so I know if I can do it, you can do it. When you learn to breathe correctly during your workout and throughout your day, it's just going to improve your life in many ways. At first, it's very challenging. Whenever I started, I was just walking and trying to breathe only through my nose. And literally it took like 3 or 4 steps before I felt like I was going to pass out. But that improved over time. Now I'm able to jog a mile breathing through my nose. It started off as a few steps, and then next thing you know, it's a few more steps, and then it's a whole lap, and then 2 laps, and then it becomes a mile. So it's just, I'm saying this to say it's a slower process, but it takes some time. But when you learn how to do it correctly, like a lot of things improve. Before we go any further, I'll let you in on the breathing secret. Are you paying attention? You ready for the secret? The secret is to breathe as slow and controlled as possible. That's it, right? Simple. Okay, I'll see you in the next video. Obviously, it's simple, but not easy. Otherwise, I wouldn't have to make a video about it. It takes a lot of practice. There's a lot of different ways to do it. It could be all nasal breathing, like I discussed. It could be in through the nose, out through the mouth. It could be alternate nostril. There's a lot of ways to do it, but the one thing that remains throughout all different practices is that they are slow and controlled. What I found is that mastering this slow and controlled breathing technique is what you need to effectively exchange oxygen and carbon dioxide. Obviously, we know how important oxygen is, but what we often overlook is how important that exchange of oxygen for carbon dioxide for oxygen is in order for our body to be able to fully utilize the oxygen. Oxygen is crucial for the process of metabolism, which the body converts food into energy. It's also important for the production of ATP, which is a primary source of our energy for our body cell. And the more effectively we can control that oxygen CO2 exchange, the more effectively our body will produce energy and be able to break down and use food. In order to effectively use oxygen, we must effectively expel CO2, carbon dioxide. Oftentimes when we're out of breath, it's not because we're not getting in enough oxygen, it's because we're not expelling enough CO2. The top performers often have some sort of breathwork practice that helps increase their performance. Oprah Winfrey, media mogul and philanthropist, has talked about the benefits of breathwork and how it has helped her manage her stress and anxiety. Controlled breathing can help increase oxygen and improve cardiovascular and fitness levels. Breathwork can also be used to improve mental clarity and focus, and certain type of breathwork are thought to be able to help regulate the nervous system. Breathwork can also increase our intolerance to stress, such as cold or heat. Deep breathing exercises such as diaphragmatic breathing can improve lung function and increase the rate of exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide. How to breathe through your diaphragm. The diaphragm is a muscle located at the base of the lungs that plays a key role in breathing. To breathe through the diaphragm, follow these steps. Sit or stand in a comfortable position with your back straight. Place one hand on your chest and the other on your belly. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Allow the belly to rise as you inhale. Your chest should remain relatively still. Exhale slowly through your mouth, allowing your belly to fall as you exhale. Repeat this process for several minutes, focusing on the movement of your belly as you inhale and exhale. Try to breathe in and out at a slow and steady pace. The human brain is the most oxygen-dependent organ in the body. It consumes 20% of the body's oxygen supply, despite making up only 2% of the body weight. And if we're looking to increase the body's ability to carry oxygen, there are several ways we can do that. The first is going to be regular physical activity and exercise. The second is going to be to eat or consume iron-rich foods such as red meat, leafy greens, vegetables, fortified cereal. Next thing you can do is consume vitamin C found in fruits and veggies. This is going to help the body absorb iron, which can improve the production of hemoglobin as well. And you can also train at high altitudes, which can improve the body's ability to carry oxygen. So how to breathe during a workout. Here are a few tips for breathing while exercising. One tip is to inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. This will filter and warm the air before it enters your lungs. Next is to try breathing in rhythm with your movement. For example, if you're running, try to inhale for 3 steps, exhale for 2 steps. Next is to focus on your breathing from your diaphragm. You want to fully expand your lungs and allow for greater intake of oxygen. The diaphragm takes up this whole big portion of us, and being able to expand that and contract that is going to help your lungs also expand and contract fully. In addition to keeping your breath steady and controlled, even as your exercise increases in intensity, you want to make sure you aren't holding your breath or breathing too quickly or shallowly. While performing strength training or short bursts of training, you want to inhale to ease in the movement and exhale when you exert force. So in addition to strength training, such as weights or something like that, you're going to want to try to use this for sprinting as well. While performing cardio, inhale when you are in the less strenuous phase of your movement and exhale when you're in the more strenuous phase of your movement. This is maybe the same thing that we said before, just on a smaller scale, because you're going to be going for longer. You're going to be going at a steady pace. You want something like that. Whereas like when you're sprinting or moving weights, you want a big burst of just, but sorry if that was loud in the mic. But so breathing and gut health. I bet you didn't know that breathing can also improve your gut health. Oxygen is important for the production of collagen. We know collagen helps rebuild the gut lining. Diaphragmatic breathing can help stimulate the vagus nerve, which plays a key role in regulating the digestive system. Diaphragmatic breathing can help improve our gut function, as well as alleviate some symptoms of conditions such as IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, or acid reflux. Slow and deep breathing can help reduce stress. Stress can cause changes in the gut function and affect balance in gut bacteria. Proper breathing may also improve blood flow to the gut, which can help improve nutrient intake. Controlled breathing may also reduce bloating. If you like this video, one of the things you will really enjoy is going to be my animation, Adventures of Heme, in which a red blood cell, we know red blood cells deliver oxygen. He doesn't want to be a red blood cell anymore. He's bored of it. He's tired of it. He's in school learning about how to do it. But his real passion is to become a white blood cell, which fights off infections, battles, and has more of this glamorous lifestyle. So yeah, if you enjoyed this about breathing, I'm sure you'll enjoy my animation graphic novel coming out, Adventures of Heme. I want you to comment below and let me know if you could choose, which would you choose to be, the red blood cell or the white blood cell? And don't forget to check out our trailer for Adventures of Heme. I'll see you there. Matcha tea is an excellent coffee alternative, almost too good to be true. Beyonce, yes, Queen Bee, has mentioned matcha tea as a part of her daily routine and how it helps her focus and be energized. Matcha tea can help keep you alert and awake without producing the jittery side effect that you might get from coffee. This is because matcha tea is a slow releasing form of energy, preventing any midday crash. Matcha contains high levels of antioxidants, specifically catechins, which helps protect the body from damage caused by free radicals. Matcha has been found to have high levels of antioxidant EGCG, believed to have anti-cancer properties. Matcha tea has been shown to lower cholesterol and improve overall health. Some studies suggest that matcha can also have anti-inflammatory properties and may aid in weight loss. Matcha does contain caffeine, so it's going to boost energy levels and improve mental focus, but it also contains L-theanine, an amino acid that may reduce feelings of anxiety or stress. So that's what I mean by like it prevents that jittery feeling you may get from coffee. Matcha is also a great source of chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is a natural detoxifier of our liver. Matcha is also high in fiber. We know fiber is great for gut health. In terms of caffeine content, coffee is going to have a higher amount of caffeine, but matcha's caffeine is going to be a slower, steady release and last you a bit longer throughout the day. In terms of taste, coffee and matcha are very different. I enjoy both of them. You already know I absolutely love coffee. I really enjoy matcha as well. My girlfriend loves coffee. She hated matcha. So, it just kind of depends on your own taste. Some studies suggest that matcha can reduce inflammation in the gut and can help alleviate symptoms in IBS or IBD. Matcha tea can also help balance the gut microbiome because it has been found to have prebiotic properties. Matcha has also been shown to improve nutrient absorption in the gut. So while I'm not going to give up coffee, I'm definitely looking for ways to input matcha into my day. Could be one of those like post-lunch drinks that I have, which I enjoy having. In my experience over the last week of consuming matcha, it definitely helped give you the clarity of mind, the energy level, not as much energy as coffee, but you didn't get the jitters as well. And it did last all day. Like everything that we discussed in the article or in the video already was true in my experience. And so that's why I think I enjoyed green tea always, but I don't think I utilize it correctly. So I'm going to figure out a way to incorporate it into my routine. So if you like this and you're looking for other alternatives to coffee, I would highly recommend the mushroom coffee video that we did, the little review. So I'll see you there. Let's go. What a great day. Like we did a lot today. I had a lot of fun. This is what I love doing. I had a lot of fun doing the probiotic reviews. I have all these. Now, guess what? I have to take them excellent, like the matcha tea. I bought some matcha tea from Amazon. Guess what I have to do? Drink it. Excellent. You feel me? Like this is fun. I love this. So I hope you all got some value. Leave me some comments, leave me some suggestions about what we should go over, what you liked, what you didn't like. Tried to go a bit more free flow here. I don't know if it made sense. I'm only going to know when I go back and edit it. So this was awesome. I'll see y'all later. As always, stay wealthy. Peace.